Hey guys, and welcome to the pre-digital classroom broadcast. Now, why do we do this broadcast? Very simple. We want to test that everything works because we're still on that 4G network. We hope that within 4 weeks we actually will be on fiber, and then I can relax when we do a live broadcast. But now it's always terrifying because 4G, you never know if it's really gonna work. But anyway, we are live at the moment. I see that YouTube is receiving everything in a green health, so that means awesome. I hope we're also live on Facebook. And for the pre-digital classroom, it's very simple, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But I'm also gonna tell you what we are gonna do today. And today is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be so different. And this is going to be so terrifying because literally, I've never done this before. This is so, well, of course, I've set everything up, but this is going to be so difficult. So what are we going to do? Well, first of all, you know that normally with studio strobes, you have your strobe, the strobe fires, you have your remote controls, you have a light meter, you have everything set up pretty cool, right? Now, during workshops, one of the most asked questions is, Frank, I don't have a Sony camera or don't have a medium format camera, or my camera is just, it's a crappy camera. Can I make the same pictures that you can? And of course I can tell you guys 100 million times, yes you can. But it's also a little bit like, okay, can you really? So today we're gonna strip everything down to the bare minimum essentials. Hey, that's also a little bit of a hint to what's to come. So don't switch off. I have some great news for you guys. So yeah, what are we gonna do today? Well, we're going to use selfie sticks to hit the model. No, of course not. We're going to use selfie sticks, and on the selfie stick you already see my favorite small light, the LumeCube. So why is it on a selfie stick? Very simple, because now I can actually extend the selfie stick and I can just light it from very close by. So this is also a really good tip if you use something like the LumeCubes or any other small light source. Put them on a selfie stick and you can actually very easily light your subject. Now, the LumeCube, of course, gives you a lot of light in LED lighting. But we also have some new stuff on the LumeCube. We actually now have a grid and we have color gels. So we're going to use 2 of these, and that's the only light source I'm going to use for most of the shots. But I'm also going to use one other light source, and that's... And no, it's not a lightsaber, although it looks a little bit like a lightsaber. This is the Ice Light from Westcott. And we're also going to use that one to give you guys a small idea of what's going on. Now, normally, of course, I shoot with the Sony camera. And I love Sony, don't get me wrong. But today, we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to actually shoot with, believe it or not, a smartphone. And don't worry, I'm not going to go like, oh, this smartphone is better than that smartphone. Oh, look how great the image quality of this smartphone is. Now, that's just not true, because a smartphone is a smartphone. It's an okay camera. It's not a world-shattering camera. And when you see some reviews, you might actually think that this camera is the best camera in the world because DxO gave it an 84 and a 100 for video. Come on, guys. If I shoot video on the A6500, it blows this Note 8 out of the water. If I take a picture on a DSLR of 4 years ago, it blows this camera right out of the water. But what I want to show you guys today is how easy it is to create stunning images with literally not a great camera. And don't get me wrong, for a smartphone, this is a bloody good camera. But compared to the Sony, it's a camera. So how we're going to do it, you see that I don't have any wires connected. Now this is the cool part, and I'm very proud of it because I actually got it to work. Now what we do is as soon as I double click, I'm actually in the camera app. This is one of the things that I love about the Note. So now I'm in the camera app, but you guys can't see that, right? So if I now do digital classroom, I can actually show like, okay, now I'm shooting images, and you guys go like, what, Frank? I don't see it. So we figured that one out. Look at this. I'm going to switch over very quickly. Haha, look at this, guys. Don't you just love this? Now you guys can literally see what I see through my phone. And do you want to see me? Of course you want to see me. So we're going to do a picture-in-picture. Isn't that awesome? So now you can actually see also how I compose my shot, what I actually set up, for example, Pro mode, or if I want to do auto, or if I want to zoom in, you guys can literally see everything I'm going to do on my smartphone. So that's going to be different. Now, another question, of course, for you guys is, how do I get the images into Capture One or onto the computer? That was a little bit more tricky because you can't shoot tethered with your phone. And if somebody has a solution that works better, let me know. We still have about 3 hours before showtime, so let me know. Anyway, so what we do is we have installed our photo station on the Synology NAS. We love those Synology NASs for backup, but it's also great, of course, for this kind of stuff. Now, as soon as I take the picture, it's actually transmitted through our Wi-Fi network to the Synology NAS. And on the Synology NAS, I actually pointed Capture One towards that folder and it shows the images. Now, the reason I'm not using that as my main hub is because I also want to show you guys how I compose the image. But another reason is, of course, those files are pretty big. The raw files are like 24 megabytes and the JPEGs are about 6 megabytes. So it takes a little bit of a while to get those images over to the other side. So that means that when I'm done with showing you guys the photo shoot, the images are already on the computer, so I don't have to empty the card. Hey guys, if you have any questions in between, feel free to ask. We're also live on Facebook. So if you have any questions, feel free. So today, 3 o'clock, Central European time, we have Digital Classroom. How does Digital Classroom look? Very simple. You know the tune, right? It starts with this. And that's actually Digital Classroom, of course. Okay, we have the question in YouTube. You try to take the picture with the Lightroom mobile camera. I think they sync with the Lightroom desktop. Yes, Pedro, they do, but our internet, and if there are young children in the room, cover their eyes. Ears. Ears. Our internet sucks. It's like 12 down and 0.7 up, and that's only if the wind is in the right direction. So for us, using Lightroom Mobile at the moment is absolutely impossible. It goes way, way too slow. So that doesn't work. But we are going to do it with DiskStation, and that's the fastest way now. The problem with Lightroom, and I love Lightroom, don't get me wrong, I'm a big, big Adobe advocate. But the thing with Lightroom is when I take the shot, it has to go through the cloud and then to my computer. So that takes way too long. As soon as we have fiber, that's without a doubt one of the things we're going to do, because we're going to get, I believe, 100, so that would be more than enough. Okay, so we have other news. And this news is what you guys have been waiting for. This has been asked so many times, and I decided a few months ago to finally do it. Now, I've started doing instructional videos years ago when the dinosaurs still, no, I'm just kidding. But we did it a long time ago. And we started out with the basics, like how to light a white background, how to make sure that there's a black background. But after that, all my instructional videos were more aimed at styling, street and travel photography, how to coach your model, how to work with smoke, how to use a light meter, Capture One. And we did so much working on location with models, working in the studio with models, how to, the list goes on and on. I believe we have 15 instructional DVDs out there. But a lot of you guys ask me, like, Frank, can you please do a video that just shows you the basics? Now, I don't like doing the basics. They're very simple. The basics is aperture, shutter speed, ISO, right? So I was thinking about it, how can I make an instructional video that still fits into my program, but show you guys everything you need to know about lighting? And that's actually when the name started, the essential lighting techniques. So what do you find on this video? You find how to light a white background with only one strobe. So one strobe on the model, one strobe on the background. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and how to do it fast and accurate. How to make sure that there's still detail in a black background. What is a beauty dish? What is an umbrella? How do you feather your light? What is a strip light? What does grid do? What's a reflector? How the hell do you operate a light meter? How to coach your model? What is shadow? How do I tether my camera? How do I set everything up? What are your favorite plugins? All those questions, and the list goes on and on. We jam-packed into 2.5 hours of hardcore instructional video. There's no fluff in this video. It's literally a continuity of information for you guys, the way you used to from me. I don't like spending an hour, actually like we do now. I don't like spending a lot of time talking. I just like showing you guys. And you know what? And this is the first time ever. So you guys who are now watching the pre-digital classroom, this is the world premiere. And I'm so incredibly proud of it. And we edited it. And guys, do you want to see it? The world premiere of the essential lighting techniques, our brand new instructional video. It's available now, but here is the trailer, and I'm incredibly proud of this one. Hey guys, my name is Frank Doorhoff and I'm a fashion celebrity photographer based in the Netherlands. But most of all, I love teaching you guys about photography. Now, what is the main ingredient of photography? The model, of course, your camera, but most of all, lighting. Photography is painting with light, telling your story with light. And so light is the most important thing in photography. But still, 99% of the photographers let the lighting control them. While in essence, you as a photographer should be able to control the lighting. And that's why this video is created. It's a video about the essential lighting techniques. The lighting techniques that you should learn. How to create a white backdrop, or how to create a black backdrop. How to make sure that there's still shadow in your lighting. But most of all, how about the essential lighting, like Rembrandt, butterfly, feathering your light, making sure that your model is lit the correct way. In this video, we're going to do all those techniques and way more. Very simple tips about how to control your shadows. We talk about light meters. We talk about my favorite plugins. If you're a starting photographer, this is the video for you. This is where you learn everything you need to know about lighting. And after that, you can start telling your story with great lighting. If you're a professional, I'm sure there are a lot of tips in here that also help you. So enjoy our new instructional video, available now. Wasn't that cool? It's literally something we worked long on this video, because with the other videos we shot it in between scenes. And don't get me wrong, those videos are great and they're filmed especially for a particular group of photographers. And this video is, let me put it this way, all our other videos are like a 200mm lens. They're aimed at exactly a certain point of photographers. Like, I want to know everything about the light meter, get our light meter video. I want to know everything about styling and creativity, get the Mastering the Model Shoot 3, creativity and styling. This video is like a 12, maybe even a fisheye lens. It's aimed at every single photographer, from starting photographer to seasoned professional to hobbyist. As long as you work with strobes, it doesn't matter if you shoot products or model photography. It is, of course, aimed at model photography, but the techniques are literally for every photographer. So this is the most broad video I ever created. You've strobe buying advice, tethering. You know what? Just buy it. It's awesome. I kid you not. Okay, so we have somebody who said that my sound is a little bit off on YouTube. How do you mean, Michael? Is it like a little bit delayed? Because that can happen on YouTube. Or is it like a little bit distorted? So just let me know in the comments and we can look at that before the digital broadcast. And a week, do we have any questions on Facebook?
No.
No questions on Facebook?
Just
because
friends and family watching.
Friends and family watching. Everybody is a family, right? We never call it like followers, or we never call it like fans. You're just part of our family. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay. Now, let's hope that if you refresh, Michael, maybe it will be okay. For other people, it is okay. This is the thing about YouTube. We love YouTube and we hate YouTube. On our side, my audio is exactly synced up with my camera, so there should be absolutely no delay. We're actually streaming in a constant stream, so no variable stream, because that was one of the problems we had in the past. Like during the live broadcast, everything went great, and then we went to the recording and everything just was not going great, let me put it that way. So it should be okay if there's a little bit of a delay. I'm very sorry for it. I tried to talk slower, maybe then it doesn't, or I will just keep my hand in front of my mouth. How does this? Is there a delay now? Can you see a delay? Because, no? So maybe I will do the whole digital classroom like this, so you won't see any delay. That's great, right? This is awesome, Anouk. No more delays. This is great. Only for the people who are hard of hearing, you can't read my lips now. So don't worry, I just gave you the best tip ever. Hey, oh, there's a lot of, that's better. Okay, thank you so very much, guys. And a lot of people already show that they already ordered it. You guys are awesome because it's literally on the market for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And it's perfect in Poland. Well, that's great. We love Poland. Hey guys, so it's 12:47 at the moment, and at 3 o'clock we go live. I hope to see you guys then. If there are no other questions, then let me stay online for like 2 or 3 more minutes, because I do want to show you something else. Do you want to see something literally freaking awesome? We just got it in the mail, and tonight in behind the digital doors, behind the closed doors, we're also going to show you this. Anyway, can you show me what we just got in the email, in the mail? And I'm going to show you something else. The background we're going to use today is a world premiere, and I didn't notice yet. Oh, there we go. We got these in. These are awesome, and I already have one on my desk. Oh, wait a minute. I can actually show you now, because we can actually double this also as a video camera. How about this? This is fancy. What's this? Oh, now we have an extra camera. Can actually, oh, no selfie mode, Frank. There we go. So these are absolutely, oh, one moment, I have to switch, of course, cameras. Oh, that's dumb. There we go. How do you like this? And it's actually also backlit. So I absolutely love these. Now, what is it? Let me switch back to my camera very quickly. Okay, what is it? These are Logic keyboards, and the keyboards are actually made for Photoshop, Lightroom, Resolve, Premiere, and a lot of other stuff. You just check them out on their website. And the cool thing is, you know that all those shortcuts you have to remember on these keyboards, they're actually in there. But that's not the Premiere I was talking about. Now, a while ago, I was contacted by Lestolite. They had an idea for great new backdrops, and if I wanted to test them. And I'm always in for new stuff, right? So we tested those backgrounds, and sometimes it's so hard to follow an NDA. And an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, so where you are not able to talk about their products. Because this product just got me all excited. And you know that sometimes on location, you need backdrops, right? And they always tell you there's a great backdrop, and then you come on location and it sucks. So we always brought those collapsible urban backgrounds, but they were a little bit small for what I wanted to do. For a portrait, they're great, but if you want to do a full body model, or a model walking, or a model moving, or twisting her head, it's a little bit small. So I wanted something bigger. And they showed me the product, I think 5 or 6 months ago, and I was in love with it. Now, during the workshops in the UK, we had a premiere of showing a group the new product, and they were all enthusiastic about it, and they also showed us a light version. Today, during Digital Classroom, I'm going to show you those backgrounds, and I'm going to show you very quickly. We have it set up like this. And the cool thing about this backdrop is that it's actually very, very wide and high. So you can just put your model full body in front of it, let her move around, just let her do whatever you want. And that's something that I really like about those backdrops, because let's be honest, you don't want just a portrait of your model all the time. You also want to have some full body stuff in there. Okay, Anouk, do we have any questions on Facebook? Maybe. Okay, what kind of question?
I'm curious, how do you keep your creativity flowing? Is that a question?
Okay, so there's a question. How do I keep my creativity flowing? I don't have a clue. Now, let's be honest about this. Every month we try to do Digital Classroom, and that's a 2-hour live broadcast. Now, during workshops, I also shoot a lot of images. Now, my philosophy is very simple. I never, ever prepare for a workshop or a Digital Classroom. We have a theme, and sometimes it drives Anouk totally nuts, because he goes like, Frank, what are you going to do? I don't know. And the reason I don't want to know is because if I know, I will follow that exact route, and that takes out the creativity. So what I want to do is I will actually want to be able to respond to what you guys are asking, because Digital Classroom, it's all about you guys. It's not about me or about the model. It's what you guys want to know. So when I got a lot of questions like, okay, Frank, how do you like the camera from the Note 8? Is it better than the iPhone 8? In all honesty, I don't even want to go in there. They're both okay. Let me put it this way. If you are on your bike and you're on a holiday and you drive to Copenhagen and you don't want to bring your DSLR, these cameras will do just fine. If this camera has a 10% better image quality than the iPhone 8 or the iPhone X, it's 10% of I have the image. And I always find it, I always chuckle a little bit when I see those reviews online, like, okay, so here we have the Note 8 or iPhone 8 camera, and it absolutely is awesome. These cameras are awesome for one reason only. You always have your camera with you. They are not great in quality. As soon as you go to ISO 200 in the RAW files, you can already see some noise because it's a tiny, tiny sensor. On the other hand, hey, it's better than having no shot, right? So that's why today we're going to do this. And that also triggers my creativity because now I'm limited to LumeCubes. So I can only use a small light source. And during the workshops, the same thing. We do a Q&A with our students and they will actually just ask me questions and that I will integrate into the workshop. And the models, the same thing. I always tell them, if you want to be a model in my workshops for a longer time, be creative, bring stuff. Now, and that's a big advantage. I have this brain and it works a little bit different, and I don't mean different in the form of Pinky and the Brain. I don't want to take over the world, although with photography that might be, maybe one day, but you know what I mean, right? So my brain works a little bit differently. As soon as I see something, somehow it starts to just process and it goes like, oh, we can do this, oh, we can do that. And I know from a lot of other guys, if I talk to them, that they don't have that part. They just look at something and they go like, yeah, it's a ladder. And I see the ladder and I see already a model on top of it. Or I see something else with the ladder. Or I can use it in a different way. And during digital classrooms and during workshops, and also in the videos, of course, I try to explain to you guys what I see and how. So that keeps my creativity going forever, I hope. I'm now doing this for, I think, 12 years. And of course, I had something what people might address as writer's block, where you go like, I don't know what to do anymore. But in all honesty, that only takes a short time. And when I have that problem, I always watch MTV video clips, and especially pop video clips, because you can see so much. One Lady Gaga clip will be enough for like 3 months of inspiration. Okay, we have some more questions. How to use extra off-camera flash and softbox beauty dish, etc. We just released a brand new instructional video just about that. How to use a small, there's even a segment on there with a really small softbox. So yeah, we just made a video on that one. Okay, Johan, Frank, you are using small flash today in digital classroom. Are you also going to show us how to do a full body shot? Actually, Johan, I'm not going to use small flash. We're going to use LumeCubes. You will be assimilated. So LumeCubes, only LumeCubes. So no flash at all. And the other thing we're going to use is the ice light from Westcott. So also no strobes, only continuous lighting. And maybe we even throw in a light bulb. I don't know yet, you never know. Okay, so we're not going to do a full body shot today. It's going to be mostly 3/4. And Loïs is our model. So that's an awesome model. Any questions on Facebook, Anna-Week? Yes. Otherwise we're going to go offline. Oh, a long question.
Onderaan.
Onderaan, that's on the bottom. Call it a positively twisted mind. Hey Frank, I love the LumeCubes, but find the harsh light difficult to soften. Love to see how you manage that. Well, it is a small light source, and you know the rule about light. If it's small, it's harsh. If it's big, it's soft. Some people say if it's small, it's ugly. If it's big, it's nice. No, it's not even right for a burger or whatever. If it's big, it's just softer. I just love the harsh quality, but you can soften it very, very easily. You want to see? Yeah, okay, let me show you right away. Anyway, can you get me one of those diffuser panels you had in your hand this morning? Now, these are actually meant for stage lighting. So we got them at the stage company, and Anna-Week is now getting one. No, I don't mean those. I mean the ones where you were walking with this morning with the gaffer's tapes on, which I told you, the white ones. Anna-Week, can you give me those already? Ah, there we go, that's it. Okay, so this material, This is called diffusion material or ice. What you can actually do is just point your light source towards this. Now it's a small light source that's a little bit more diffused, and now it's a bigger light source because this will actually be the new light source. So if you have like a huge reflector, maybe we're going to do that during Digital Classroom. That's a good idea. In a week we're going to use one of the reflectors. So if you have like a huge reflector and you have the shoot through area, you can actually place your light further away and you can actually create a beautiful big softbox by using that shoot through reflector. And we have something else we're going to show you guys today. And that's actually the new grid set for the LumeCubes. And now you can make the light steer even more. And we also have, of course, the color gels. So we have red, green, blue, and cyan, I believe. So it's going to be interesting. So 3 o'clock, make sure you check it out. And I'm without a doubt convinced that you guys are going to love it. And for the video, please visit our website here at frankdorff.com/videos for our brand spanking new instructional video, The Essential Lighting Techniques. I'm absolutely knowing that you guys will love this. Oh, another question, Anna-Wiek?
I'm going to try the flash blender on a LumeCube.
Am I going to try the flash blender on the LumeCube?
Small one, maybe.
No, not today. Not because I don't want to, but I have to figure out how to connect it. And we only have 2 hours left before the broadcast, and I don't want to make a live video where a flash blender will fall off. I hope you understand that, because that's actually not good for me and not good for the flash blender, because I'm going to use it for something that it's not designed for. So when I do something with, let me put it this way, if I do something myself, so like for example today shooting with this, and I mess up, it's my mess up, right? If I do something with the product from a manufacturer and I mess up, some people will, and some people are like that, they will actually point like, oh, you see, flash blenders, bad. No, I used them incorrectly. So if I use a product from a manufacturer, especially if they're friends of mine, and all manufacturers actually, we want to make sure that when I show it, it works. And in my head, it will work great. You just point the LumeCube up, you have the flash blender over here, and you do exactly the same as with small flash. So it should work without any doubt. But making that connection, that's something probably with Velcro, but we have to work on that. So don't worry, maybe one day I will do it, or I will just put it on social media. Okay, we have another question in. Are you bringing videos to ERG so people can buy them there? No, Johan, we switched over actually from physical media like DVDs, we switched over to downloads, because on a download we can do full HD, and we don't have to burn Blu-ray. And most people nowadays will actually watch their videos on a streamer. So we don't do any physical media anymore. We're just going to do it like this. And we don't have a download voucher yet for Essential Lighting Techniques, because it's just been released today. We actually uploaded it last night. So we don't have a voucher for that. But you can order it on our website with PayPal. And if you don't have PayPal, just contact Anna-Wiek at frankdorff.com and she will work it out for you. That's no problem at all. And we will make sure that you get a download voucher. Oh, it's also in the store now?
Yeah, frankdorff.com/store.
Okay, frankdorff.com/store. We also have it there. So Anna-Wiek just put it in there. Okay, so that's it. Oh, Frank, are you going to give us a small discount on the new video? If you are part of the email community, that's why I stress to you guys, please subscribe to that email community. There was a discount voucher this morning, but only for the guys of the email community. But hey, we priced it at 45 euros. That's for what you get. Other photographers would probably price it at $200. And I've seen those examples. And $200 is a lot of money, but 45 euros. You also support our work with this, and otherwise, for the next time, just subscribe to our email community, or just drop me an email. Anyway, so, hey guys, see you again at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We are gonna have some lunch, and then we are back with the real digital classroom. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments below, because we are reading those. Smash that like button, because we really like that. And of course, subscribe to our channel, because we have vlogs, interviews, reviews, and of course, live shoots. And we'll see you again this afternoon for the digital classroom. It's gonna be awesome. Hey guys, see you then. Bye-bye.